Okay, welcome. Morning. It is Wednesday morning out at Hollywood Bets Greyville. There's a poly meet going on over there. 8 races on the card, and all things look good. Lots of excitement going on with regards to the Jockeys Championship. Gavin Larena and Richard Fourie in a fight to the line. I know there are a handful of winners that separate them, but Gavin does appear to be gaining the upper hand. Still a few weeks to go, though, but we'll see how that all plays out and what the outcome will be. Just 2 weeks left of the season. Can you believe how quickly time goes until horses that are aged out 2-year-olds start turning 3 and all that sort of stuff? And we look forward to a super season again next year. The favourite in the opener is Go Eddie Go. We got a comment from the team, the Cock team here about this. And he ran a good race, went second in his first outing as a gelding, this horse. Sorry, I've just lost it. Give me a second. I'll pull it back right now. He's come through that outing well and is a fitter horse. He'll ideally be at his best over further in time. So this might be a bit short, but see how he goes. The son of Give Me the Green Light is in a good space and has a strong each way claim. So I'm sure, Len, you'll be happy to hear that from the De Kock team. Morning.
Morning, Clyde. Yes, certainly. Look, what we can say about Gotta Go Eddie, he's been very costly to follow up to now, being beaten the favourite in all 3 of his runs. But unless one of the first timers is above average, I do see him opening his maiden today, because it's not the strongest of fields that he's meeting. And trying the poly, perhaps he takes a liking to the poly. But as I say, I wouldn't rush out to take the 7 to 10. But as far as Barpots go, I think he is a solid banker.
Okay, well, the comments on first timers: number 3 will need the experience. Number 5 may need the run. That's the acting second favourite as we speak. And the 10, just by the way, who's a 55 to 1 shot, is working well from the stable. So make a note of that. Barpots, we're bankering the De Kock team. Calvin Habib is riding this favourite, number 9, Grippin, for the Lucinda Woodruff stable. It's priced up at 16 to 10 to win the second race on the card. Place accumulators. There's 2 in the betting that need attention. Glenn Cotson's got number 3, Act of Grace, that Chad Little is riding at 17 to 10. So those 2. And then you can get 8 to 1 and better about the balance. It appears to be a match race, 3 and 9. I'm not sure how much deeper one has to go. Len, you can tell us. But the market appears to be marking them up, those 2 runners. Is that correct?
Clyde, I feel they've got it right here. It looks to be one of the 2, Grippin, the older horse, the 4-year-old, taking on the 2-year-old filly Act of Grace, who's got some good form. She's been runner-up in her last 2. Grippin ran a decent race against winners last time, so he's got to be the one to beat. So for Barpot purposes, I would include them both, but for PA, I think we can bank Grippin without having too much to stress about. Next best would be the 1, Green Mile, who hasn't tried the poly yet. And of course, the 6 horse Promise of Fire needs to be respected.
Okay, let's get Len's PA on. Banker 9, Banker 1 by 3, 4, 5, 6, by 1, 2, 3, 5, by Banker 1, by 1, 2, 3, by 2 and 5. Third race, welcome. Hope you're all good. This is a class 4 and we're going the 1800 metres on the Greyville Poly. And we're 2 weeks away from the Gold Cup meeting, the end of the season. And we look forward to that. Now, the third race, let me just pull up the betting this morning, where this horse who's debuting Poly, number 6, Lexicon Point, for Frikkie Greiling and Serena Moodley. They 28 to 10 this morning. 3 Quinn's Time, second choice 7 to 2. 1 Eventador is priced up at 4 to 1. Stable quite bullish about this. Len will tell us more about Eventador and exposed form. He looks the horse to beat. 8 Papa C is priced up 6 to 1. And they are betting 10 to 1 and better about the balance, Len. Eventador, the one to beat, I guess. I have heard a bit about Lexicon Point, though.
Clyde, yes, Lexicon Point, we don't know. He's never been on the poly, but his last run was a decent run, so he must be respected. But Eventador, I mean, he's absolutely loving the poly. And You know, the last time he won, Sean Veal seemed to have the race under control the whole way up the straight. He didn't need to go for the stick. He knew he had it in the bag, and he looked to have something left in the tank. So I really think he's got a genuine chance of completing his hat trick here. And I'm taking a chance. I'm going with Aventador Banker in the pick six. Obviously, to me, Papa C looks to be the biggest danger. And then obviously Respectful Lexicon Point and the 2-year-old Queenstown who won very easily on his maiden, but he's taking a step up in class here.
Okay, we're going to lock it in with two bankers here in this Big Six today. Banker in the opener, banker halfway through. That banker is a horse called Future Flow that Gavin van Zyl's riding for Mace Roberts just now, but that's what the perm looks like. 1,152 Rand even. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Race number 4 to Class 4 over 1,800 meters. There is some information about this horse, Afropolitan, so I just want to read that to you quickly, where the stable from Gareth van Zyl, they've said he had a setback after his last outing and has not had the ideal preparation for this race. So that's quite interesting. He gets the services of 4-kilo claimer apprentice JC Buertas. We are hoping that this assists his cause. This outing will bring him on nicely for future races. So that's the news or the latest that's come through with regards to Afropolitan, which might now throw it a bit open, where Corrupt could even be stronger. It's a 28-10 original favourite from the De Kock team. Callan Murray is riding that. Afropolitan, 33-10 second favourite at the time of speaking. The 4 Moolah Man is 9-2 and 11-2 about number 6 My Boy Lollipop. Double figures about the others. Lenny, so what do you make of that?
Yes, Clyde. Well, thank you for that bit of information about Afropolitan, because it was actually my first choice. But now knowing that, it's thrown the race a bit wide open. Corrupt, I see as favourite, 28-10, but never been on the poly, so we're not quite sure how he's going to go. And he seems to have had quite a few issues. He keeps getting rested and rested. I'm not sure why, but perhaps this surface will be in his favour. But all in all, I think it's a race that could throw up a result, and I would include as many as possible.
Okay, thanks for that. It's a field jackpot. It is the first jackpot of the day, and that is what our first jackpot looks like. Okay, let's move on to race 5 now. This is a D stakes over 1,000 meters, and there's quite a few in here that have got chances. Wherever I lay my hat, Katavar, Purple Powerhouse, there are a couple. Even a horse like Griffin Park, MJ Undal, in his comments says he's freshened up and is doing pretty well at home. Well, the morning market's got 7-2 the field. Let me quickly call them to you. 2 Katavar, 7-2 this morning. 1 Wherever I Lay My Hat, 9-2. 3 Purple Powerhouse, 9-2. 7-1 5 Victor Rail. And the 7 Griffin Park, the Shruti in the pack, is priced up at 8-1. You can get 10s and better about the balance. Lenny, what do you make of it?
Clyde, look, it's a kind of race where there's very few you can say that don't have a chance. So I'm going wide in my perms, but if one had to narrow it down, I would say Purple Powerhouse. You know, he does like the course and distance, and if he doesn't give too much start in the straight, he could win again. And he is a 5-time winner, taking on a lot of 1- and 2-time winners. So for me, he is the right horse in the race. But I have opted to cover him.
Okay, and field in the second jackpot. We've got a banker just now, but there's our play. Jackpot 2. So it's Future Flow time, and those who've been watching the show so far would have noticed that this is Len's play, and it is the horse to beat. Let's take a look at what the Betway market looks like on this Monday morning. Number 1, Future Flow, priced up at 5-2. 7-21 May, 33-10. The 2 Blue Holly is 7-2, and number 5 Connery is at 7-2. 8-1 about the 4 Mojo Man. It's double figures about the balance. So this is Lenny's better bet. He's leaning towards Future Flow. It's always quite challenging, KwaZulu-Natal racing, not easy. Those who believe it is is picking 1, 2, 3, not. KwaZulu-Natal for me has got to be the most challenging centre of all. But Future Flow is your first choice, Len, and your banker in all of your play.
Yes, correct, Clyde. He's done nothing wrong. He's won 4 of his last 9 races and been in the top 3 in his last 9 races. He's got Gavin Larena up first ride for Michael Roberts, drawn 1. He's has the beating of most of the runners in this race, so I'm very strong with him and I'm banking him.
Great. There we go. That's the look at the quartet in this race at 120 Rand after bankering the 1. Okay, we're just listening to Laf's view there on the horse that's going to be running. Definitely yes, and it's a nice horse, this horse, so look out for it, see how he comes on from this run. Number 4, definitely yes, who's a 12-1 shot, but 1 Wing Walker is the 28-10 favourite. Number 2, Fate of Fortune, is at 9-2. Number 3, Preemptive Strike, is 5-1. Number 6, Master Bling, 5-1. And number 7, The Mask, is at 7-1. It's 12-1 and better about the others. This horse, Wing Walker, was impressive recent maiden winner. He now steps into a deeper handicap. Question is, will he be able to handle them or not, I guess, and give away the kind of weight that he gives away today, Len?
Yes, Clyde. He certainly was an easy maiden winner. For me, there's 4 horses. The main 4 horses are Wing Walker, Fate of Fortune, Preemptive Strike, and Master Bling. So trying to pinpoint one of them, I don't know. That's up to the punter's choice here. But I think it goes deeper than that, because you've got Horse Luck Definite. He could have improved, and then other runners. The Mask must have a bit of a chance as well for bigger perms.
Okay, well, there we go. We're boxing that exacta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Definitely yes is in there. Left made reference to the blinkers. He probably wanted to take them off, but I think they're leaving it on smaller cups today. Watch that horse closely. If not today, in the future. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 is what we're boxing. Okay, and the last one today. Hope it's been a pleasurable day for you. Enjoy it and made a bit of money. This is a 1200 class 4, and it should run at 25 past 4. Daryl Marie's going to join me for the Vaal Racing, Turfentine Racing, on Thursday. He did say to me he's got one for us, so be sure to watch Thursday. Look out for what he likes. Let me give you an update on the market quickly for the last race with Len Mayhew. Top the boards is number 2, Gimme the Good Life. That's the Tony Peter, Gavin Arena. They team up to go and win the last there at 2-1. 5, Superfast, is 9-2. Number 6, Hippocrates, third choice at 5-1. And number 4, Lion's Eye, is priced up at 7-1. That's the latest with regards to the information. I just want to see if we got something on Lion's Eye quickly. I did see a message come through to me about that. And I just want to check that it is here. It is here. And this is just a quick update here, Len. He ran a fair race, went 6 over this course and distance in his last start. So they split the field and he ended up with a good draw, which will assist his cause. The son of Silvano is doing well at home with a nice weight of 53.5, and he should be right there. So, Lion's Eye fancied. Len, what do you make of the last open?
Clyde, look, I see Tony Peters has only brought the 1 horse down. Give Me the Good Life. Now, this horse is very versatile. I mean, he's won from 1200 to 1600, and he runs on the poly, he runs on the turf. He's amazing, this horse. He's very adaptable to any distance or surface. He's certainly the one to beat. And if punters want to take a chance and banker him in their pick 6, well, I think I'll go along with that. I have covered him with the Superfast. He always runs the same kind of a race, and he's knocking at the door, and he gets a nice pull in the weights. And then the 6 horse Hippocrates also loves the course and distance. But as I say, if punters want to banker the 2, I'm with them on that one.
Okay, we'll leave it in their play. This is the trifecta recommendation for the last. Can Gavin Arena seal things up in the final here at Hollywood Bets Greyville? Thanks for watching Betway's Waiter to Win.